A diplomatic mediation effort led by Oman secured the freeing of 9 Filipino workers who had been detained by the Houthi militia in Hodeidah for months. According to informed sources, Royal Omani plane arrived at Sana'a airport to transport the freed workers amid heavy security presence imposed by the Houthi militia. This report has more details.
Government officials in Oman and the Philippines confirmed the release of the seafarers who had been rescued from the sinking bulker Eternity Sea in July after sustaining attacks by the Houthis over 2 successive days. A salvage team sent by the vessel's operator had been able to rescue some of the seafarers, while the Houthis reported retrieving the others and taking them to Yemen. The Sultanate of Oman's official statement said the release was part of its sustained humanitarian efforts. It confirmed that the release had taken place on Wednesday, December 3, in Sana'a. The crew was then transported abroad, a Royal Air Force of Oman aircraft arriving late in the day in Muscat, the capital of Oman. The freed crew members were met by Omani government representatives, Secretary of Migrant Workers of the Philippines, and the ambassador from India. The Philippines had earlier announced that it expected the release this week, after having worked closely with the Omanis. Since the beginning of the incident, there has been confusion over the number of individuals in the custody of the Houthis. The Philippines acknowledged 9 of its citizens and the Houthis said 10 were released. The Omanis said it was a total of 11, but only mentioned citizens of the Philippines and India. The other was a Russian. The difference in count appears to be due to the fact that one person was a security guard aboard the vessel. The Department of Migrant Workers announced its 9 citizens had arrived in Manila today, December 4th. President of the Philippines posted a message of thanks to the Omanis and their efforts and highlighted the country's commitment to its citizens. The Eternity Sea was one of the 2 vessels the Houthis attacked in July when they resumed the so-called maritime blockade. They asserted the ships being targeted were part of companies that were continuing to trade with Israel and coal in Israeli ports. The militant group announced an end to its attacks after the peace agreement went into effect to stop the Gaza war.